Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to start working on the chairs that I got at the Restore store. I'll show you guys right here. First, I need to clean up the ground a little bit. It's winter here in Minnesota, so lots of salt and sand on the ground. I'm gonna start working on these chairs. We need to clean them up, and then I'm gonna sand down the bases, and then probably have to repaint the legs and the backs because they're not in the best condition. And then they're gonna go along with this table. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time or not to start that table today, but if I do, you'll see it in this video, and if I don't, we're just gonna work on the chairs. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys what I'm using to clean. Super simple, not dirty rag, just like an old rag. It's clean, but it's an old rag. And then I have water, plain tap water from the sink. You don't really wanna use soap or anything to clean off your furniture because whatever product, paint, stain, even paint stripper that you put on, it can mess with how effective those go on. It can ruin the paints, it can make the stain uneven, or maybe it'll make the paint stripper not even work. So you kind of want to just stick to really basic water. So I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning them, and then I'm going to put paint stripper on the bases of the chairs so that the varnish can come off, and then I'm going to sand. Okay, so I got them cleaned up as much as I could. They were super dirty, like insanely dirty, and they still look dirty, but I did as much scrubbing as I could. Next, I'm going to actually put on this citrus strip, which I absolutely love. It's the best paint stripper I've ever used, besides Smart Strip too, is pretty good. But citrus strip is what I'm gonna put on the bases of the chairs so that I can strip off the varnish and then sand down the natural stain and all that, and then we're going to stain them a lot darker. So let's get started. Okay, so I put the citrus strip on, and I gotta wait at least half an hour before it starts to work. But I decided that I am gonna start on the table, so I'm gonna grab that, clean that off, and then put stripper on that. So. Okay, I came out here to check on the paint stripper and it seems to not be working very fast, which could be due to the temperature in here. So I'm going to actually wrap the seats. I don't know about the table, that's a lot. I probably will wrap that too with cling wrap so that it keeps like the humidity and heat inside. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so now it's time to scrape off the citrus strip, which is the paint stripper or varnish stripper. And this gets really messy, so I'm definitely gonna wear gloves. And then when I have my scraper, I'll scrape and then wipe it off on a plastic bag so that I can just throw all the gross crap into the garbage instead of letting it hit the floor or make the tools really nasty. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I've done so much sanding on this table. And I need to do the edges in here and on this side. So I think what I'm gonna do is take off, like unscrew the hinges and remove the side pieces so that I can put them on a flat surface and get them done. And then that way I can also stain them that way, so it's a lot easier. But yeah, so that's my next move, is to remove these things off of the table. As you can see, the table is a little bit wobbly. I meant wobbly. I was trying to say wiggle and wobble at the same time. But anyways, it's wobbly, so I'm gonna make sure to tighten that after I'm done with the top, and it will be a lot more sturdy. And there's just like screws underneath the table that hold the legs on, and a few of them are just loops, that's all. It's nothing big, so all I have to do is tighten those. All right, we are on day 2 of this project, and I need to finish sanding the chairs, and then we'll get to staining the tabletop and the bases of the chairs. I went to the hardware store and picked this up so that I could get in between the spindles of the chairs. Okay, I finally have finished sanding. You can see how dirty I am. Sanding the tabletop and the base of the chairs. It's not completely perfect because we're gonna go with a dark stain, so it's okay if it's not like completely sanded to the same color, because the dark stain will kind of cover up a lot, thankfully. We are going to use a dark walnut stain, and I'm gonna apply it with a foam brush. So before I do that, I'm gonna wipe everything down, and then we will get started on the stain. Okay, so I put another layer of stain on, and it's really dark because it's super wet right now. I'm gonna let that dry because I realized that I do have to sand the chairs with a smaller grit. I get a lot of questions about how I sand things, and I usually sand with a really low grit to start off, and then you have to go higher and higher and higher and higher to get to like that really smooth surface, and then the stain will like look way better on it. So I've only done 100, and I think I need to do at least probably 150 and then maybe a 200 on those chairs, just to get the grains really fine so that it holds paint or stain really nicely. Okay, so it's pretty much dry. You can see that there's a little bit of some moisture still, but I'm gonna mix the sealant or the top coat with some of the stain so that it kind of blends in a little bit easier. And then I'm gonna apply it and then sand it down and apply another layer. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have to stop here before I finish the rest of the project, because this video needs to be edited and posted tomorrow. And the next video you'll see, like I said earlier, the painting process of the legs and the backs and legs of the chairs. So yeah, thank you guys so much for following along. I hope you were entertained or learned something. And I was just curious if you guys would comment where you're watching from, because I've been getting a lot of new subscribers from all over the world. And it'd be so much fun to see, like, if you're watching from Europe or specifically your country, maybe France, Portugal. If you're in the States, maybe comment your state. I don't know, just for fun. I just wanted to see where everyone is from. Okay, see you guys in the next video.